Hello, this is Running Robert, and today we're going to be talking about the Palatin Technologies PTNT, the company that just couldn't. Summary for the 9th of June 2025. And in the summary, we're going to be looking at pretty much what happened to Palatin Technologies from a stock that was listed a few weeks ago to now on the pink sheets. And we're going to look to see if there's any chance of a recovery in the future. So I generally follow small cap pharma. I do games. I do a little bit of everything. So if you like what I'm doing, hey, please like and subscribe. It helps a lot. And thank you. Disclaimer, I have no shares or options in the stock. I might invest, but I probably won't. I'm an internal investor, and any advice given should be followed by my own due diligence, and any information given is valid for today, the 9th of June, and the slideshow will not be updated, but as any news comes in, we might make a new slideshow based on that. So, what's been happening? Okay, so let's go over the top things. Delisted, and now on the pink sheets. Based on the 10-cent price and $6.5 million market cap. Those are both below the requirements to stay listed, and they've been below those requirements for enough time that they have been booted off. There's really nothing positive with going to the pink sheets. Like, there's not any kind of cost savings or stuff like that. It's just, meh. The company did release some positive data before that happened. However, the trials were too small to be meaningful. So if you remember, you looked at this and you said, "Oh, they have good for diabetic neuropathy. They have good data for UC, but those trials were just not big enough to make a difference." And that's really what the issue is. It's like the company is so strapped on cash, they couldn't make a big trial to get an investor in, so they made a small trial, but then they probably have a harder time getting an investor, and you see how that kind of runs. So there was 3 trials that have all given great data. We're going to talk about all 3 of them in a little bit. The company still has a fairly robust pipeline, and for a company that's 6.5, you have 2 in phase 2, 1 in phase 3. You have a pipeline. It's just they haven't been able to do anything with it. They haven't been able to license it, get any partners, anything like that. Talking about the pipeline, obviously we have the main one for obesity. That's my top choice. We have PL8177 for UC. We have the MCR and Anagist for diabetic neuropathy, and of course PL9643 for dry eye. And yeah, so is there any hope or a chance for investment or survival? Yes. This is as high risk as you're going to get. So you're either going to make a lot of money or lose it all. Very important to know. I believe the company's obesity drug has a chance to do well and is really the hot product at the moment. As you can see, everyone is trying to bring out their own obesity drugs, trying to get into that very large market that apparently is there for it. Again, a company who does not have a current drug could say, hey, I want to get in on this. I can definitely do a small investment to make it work. And that's kind of what we're looking at. The company stated that everything is available for out licensing for the program, so everything is for sale. Everything can get dealt with. There's nothing that the company is going to hold back and say, no, we want to keep this for us. They need to sell something or make a deal for something. Now, cash definitely crunched. They had 2.5 at the end of quarter 1, and then they got 3.5 from dilution, so that puts you about 6 million total, give or take. I don't know if there's an active ATM going on or anything else like that. The net cash, of course, used in quarter 1, 2025 was 5.4. So again, they will run out of cash somewhere in quarter 3. They might be able to extend it a little bit because some of the trials ended and they might not use as much cash. But I can't really see them getting out of the year without some kind of help. So what's next? So using the trial data, the company will be looking, of course, to out-license everything. We've said that. Any deal that they can help, any deal they can make can help the company survive and turn around. The market cap is 6.5 million. They need a quick deal to work out, but again, the company is not burning a huge amount of cash. I believe the cash burn will probably be under 5 million, maybe even under 4 million for quarter 2 or quarter 3 going on. So again, not a huge amount of cash burn, so they can just make some kind of deal, make something happen. They have the drugs, even if it's, I'm going to be honest, even if it's a crappy deal, that's better than no deal, of course. They might have to sell low, even though, at some points they might have maybe asked too much for it. So again, at 10 cents, if you want to throw a little bit into it, cool. I don't see any issue with it, but just know that this is a very high risk company, but any kind of deal that can happen, we're going to shoot up to the, shoot up much higher. So hopefully this gave you some good information. Thank you very much for watching and listening, and I hope you have a wonderful day.